I'm Jerry Garcia, and you're watching MTV Music Television. Man.
Wild card, bitches! Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, Bumpy-isms.
So,
Hell yeah!
That's terrible.
Sorry, everybody. And
I
to yet another edition of Bullshit Beer Reviews. My name is Alex Beermaster. This is a Bullshit Beer Review.
Bullshit!
No. We got Masters Beer Reviews and Company's Hallmark program for the week. The Wild Cad Wednesday featuring Negra Modelo with Bumpies. This is your opportunity to bring a beer, or you know what? This is your opportunity to bring a your beverage. That is the only. Now I've lost my train of thought. I'm being a douche over here. Don't be a douche. See, is your beverage. There you go. Please bring that beverage, which could consist of a beer, a wine, a spirit, or any adult beverage. And now is when I tell you, don't be a fucking douche. You douche. Cheers. Who are we saying cheers to on the program tonight? Here's our panel. Here's our wild west of panelists. Well, we got one guy in the west. Everybody's on the east. Alex Beermaster, live from New Jersey.
bye.
Where is his name? His name is here. Ooh. And we got from the great great state of New Hampshire. I can't even think of his name. Bumpy-isms for pizza and beer reviews on the YouTubes. There's his face. And from the great state of Oregon, we have the nose of knowledge and the craft brewer of the Bubblegut craft beers. You love him. He's the beer man. He is Bubblegut Brews TV.
Yo, cheers.
Whoa, wait a minute. Let me turn this off. There we go. Yeah. Oh. Hey, look. A wild Tanner of the East Coast LQ Reviews shows up. Woo. Let me put up his little thing.
Cheers.
Beer, wine, spirits, whatever. He'll review it. And look at this guy's here. He keeps it funky, dank, and hip hop and beer reviews from the Albany and New Orleans. Whoa. There he is.
That's the old logo.
Wednesday. That is a brew. I
Tanner
am
Buffalo lost his virginity.
nice and haircut it up. I am your host, Thomas Metal 75. Today, for the Massachusetts reviews, will be, as you can see in white, a Massachusetts beer review on the program from me tonight. So cool. Looking forward to that. Who's in the chat? Steven Corzon, Bearded Dragon Nano. He's from Central Maine. Well, cheers. We're going to be in Maine in September, the 11th through 13th.
Hey, Steven, I hope to see you there if I'm there.
All right. Here's how this program works. If Steven Corzon, a Bearded Dragon Nano, which I think he was here last week, so he already knows. But for anybody else that doesn't know, we're going to bring up each person in 4 separate rounds so they can do a little review portion. First round will be a presentation and pouring of whichever beer, wine, spirit you want to bring. Alex is so ready, it's not even funny. Second round will be a review. Save your final thoughts and grades for round 3. And round 4 is the round we like to call around here the YouTube round, where each of us that are channel content creators have our own channels, content create on YouTube. We will talk about what's coming up on our channel. More importantly, what do we do on our channels? And that'll be the time you can shout out anybody and any channels you've been watching lately or you would like to shout out to the viewers on the YouTube platform. Now, start up this program. Whoa, there we go. We'll start up the program with Alex, the Beer Master. for a presentation and a pouring of a, let's see, Equilibrium beer this evening. No? Yes, maybe so.
Well, today we're going to be reviewing Green Wagon and IPA, and the brewery is from Cat Scale Brewing. Something different. A little dark. Hold on.
Pull it back out. There you go, right there.
There we
Catskill.
Oh, Catskill. They make good beer. I like
Never-
that.
There we go. Woo.
Hey, Clifford. I mean, not
That's a
Clifford.
good brewery.
Jordan, we'll see what happens, baby, because
What did you
That's
say?
a good brewery.
I meant
That's a
Jordan,
good-
but I said Clifford.
Terrible. They make good beer.
But I
Well,
came
you
with
said- he said Clifford.
I meant Jordan. I hate when that happens. Let's pour this up. Brain fart.
He's pouring.
Wow.
Maybe he's pouring. Now he's pouring. Wait.
Sounds like he's pouring on the rock.
There we go. That looks good, and I spilled some, which I hate. I hate when good beer.
Yeah, literally.
No, but I'll clean it. Oh God, that looks delicious and hazy and New England like it is. We're going to smell and taste next time around. Appreciate you. And cheers.
Cheers.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex. All right. Let's go over to bumpyisms for a beer, or wine, or spirit, or pour. That looked weird.
Oh man, we got a rebranding, or not really relabeling, anyways. So this is from the Schilling Beer Company
Oh,
out of Littleton, but this is part of their Resilience, which is their All-American. So that Resilience flag right there used to be part of the labeling, which I think was confusing people because everyone's like, "It's Resilience." They thought it was from Schilling. It's like, what? Well, what? So, anyways, yeah, Resilience is their American beers that they do. This one's called Pompadour. It's American Pale Ale, 5.6% ABV. There's no other information given on this. A classic combination of Citra, Mosaic, and Simcoe hops.
Ooh.
And it gives notes. Let's read them. Because my palate is still trash.
Well, we're gonna put that fixed.
So, yeah, no, I'm thinking it was from the illness because I've stopped taking my medicine over a week ago, and my palate's still shot. So I think that some type of COVID has finally destroyed me. Oh, gee, you, man. Classic combination of Citra, Mosaic, Simcoe hops with notes of citrus zest, stone fruits, and berries. Let's see what I can get out of it when it happens. But this was canned on, wow, pretty fresh, July 31st. So it's only a couple weeks old.
Oh, that's delicious. Oh yeah.
Ooh, man, beer for a while.
There you go. Pretty bear. Sudsy white head, built a large head, but very nice orange, hazy brew. That's a nice, beautiful orange there.
right there. There you go. Now it's
Good.
Cheerio.
Oh yeah, it smells like what they wrote. Oh, berries and mangoes and orange and yums.
So
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Cheers, Bumples. All right, we're on to Bumble Guts.
I gotta get my beer. All right. So this one's from Anchorage Brewing Company. It's called Where Is Tomorrow? It's an IPA. I imagine it's a hazy IPA, even though they don't say it is, because they're always usually a hazy IPA. Brewed and dry hopped with Phantasm powder, Motueka, and Nelson Sauvin hops. 6.4%.
Oh, that's sick artwork.
Where's,
Come on.
there's canned. I don't know. You tell me.
There's no date. Oh, there is a date. Is that a date? I
man.
can't say.
Oh yeah, that's the squishy
The
dude.
squishy kind. Yeah. Brand new out of the box. So it should have no shit on the side. You better not.
Ah, shit.
Squishy dates happen sometime on the weekend.
Yeah. I imagine.
That's terrible.
Nice, as they always do. Nice expression of a hazy, good murky looking New England style hazy looking beer. It's got a little good stuff in there. Yeah, I was gonna
Got a
do
lot
the
of
review.
little good
Sorry.
stuff.
I was gonna do the review, dude. All right, there you go. That looks good. I can't wait to try you. Cheers.
Let's get this guy's attention, shall we? Come on.
Yeah.
Jordan from the Where Have You Been Beer Reviews channel of YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, hold on, one sec, boys.
Problem always.
Living like Larry. That's terrible.
Oh,
All right. Enough of that silliness.
Was that
Hey,
an
we have-
interview?
It was
Look like an energy drink.
It did look like an energy.
See if it gives him energy. What you got, sir?
Oh, it's got alcohol in it.
yeah, 5%, baby. Yeah.
And it has electrolytes.
Nice.
Yeah,
All right.
salt.
Hydrated while you get drunk. We have from Tilted Barn.
Ooh.
I don't know if I've had this one before.
I don't
I'm
remember
actually a little
seeing it.
disappointed. They had a West Coast Pilsner. It was called Westfall, but it was from like March. So I was like, well, 5 months. So I want to try that beer like fresh because the West Coast Pills. I want to get the real West Coast feel out of it. But
West Coast Pills. West Coast.
today we have Summer Soul,
Ooh.
Oh,
Our
look at
soul.
that.
Hefeweizen.
Mm.
Pretty
Nice.
cool can art, I will say. Surfboard, waves in the background, and whatever the fuck this is.
Tilted
A cat sitting on a pile of shit or rocks or something. What the fuck is going on? All right, crack so. And we got our Wilbur glass. The fuck is this shit?
Get out now.
Throw it up.
Rosenberg.
Shout out to Dan for this glass.
Let's
I haven't
go, Dan. Yeah.
used this in a long time.
Let's-
Oh,
let's-
look at that. Look at that fucking holy crap.
And his device is now knocked offline,
God.
but he's back. He's getting ready. Go and do your thing quickly. Wow, wow, wow. Nope. So Tanner's got a camera, an actual like a DSLR style camera, where he's bought a connecting cord to go into the computer, but sometimes it's got a little quirk in it, and then it disconnects him because it's not a solid connection. But we'll get him back in to finish his little spiel there. Here we go.
All right, we're back. So yeah, my computer needs work. It needs the new USB ports on the back. The USB ports are fucking garbage. All right, but so yeah, as you can see, it's a little bit more of like a golden Hefeweizen. There's Bill Burr there. It's broken. And yeah, head kind of went away already, but it's slightly hazy. It's got a little bit of a haze. But yeah, it's a little bit more of like a golden in appearance rather than sometimes these are a little bit on the like orangey side. This one's nice and golden, good amount of effervescence, a little bit of floaties because all Tilted Barn beers are unfiltered.
Yes.
And this actually says to give it a little turn and a swirl before you pour it in.
Oh, all right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's get a zoom in.
So yeah, he's up a little bit, but looks really nice. I will say, looks cool in this glass too. So cheers, guys.
Cheers, everybody. What the
Fuck
hell
it.
was that? Come on, Alex. Don't show turkey.
Good
penis.
job, Eric. I'm not there. My hand's right up here. I'm not the. You're saying.
Your hands right up in ass
Oh,
and an alligator.
we're
What?
doing it.
You're saying. Love you.
Hand check, everybody.
Ham checks.
Check that. Keep it out, Eric. You're saying.
So,
Nut check.
my
I'm not.
presentation and pouring of a Massachusetts beer, literally. So this weekend on Sunday, I went to a couple of breweries in Plymouth, Massachusetts, and both of which I do want to take some people that are in the Massachusetts area in September, in the beginning of September. One of which is the Second Wind Brewery, located where we went to on Howland Street, which is an outdoors kind of a brewery. We got a big garage space and some outdoor seating, as well as indoor seating by the tap room, and the nice AC is blasting in there, but you can sit outside if it's a nice day.
Nice.
They also got a location on Main Street if we want some food, but we'll decide that if we want. But their particular beer, I bought two of them, 2 4-packs, but one of the beers, both different styles, but one of the beers is a 5.4% ABV Irish red ale.
Let's go.
Red is the rose, everybody. Oh. There's the logo. Hashtag South Shore Beer. Keep cold, drink fresh, please recycle. Brewed and canned by Second Wind Brewing Company. And the 4-pack had a little label on the top of the 4-pack carrier that I believe said a 26th of May 2026 canning date. So there you go. And their description of the beer, as reported on their Untapped page, is highly sessionable Irish red ale with hints of caramel and lightly toasted malt. And I'm going to pour this, courtesy of a man named Dan, into an FLX beer reviews glass. Why not? Seems to fit the style, I believe. Let's get a pour. I have not tried the red ale yet. Bought it on a whim because it sounded like it is.
You can go on with the Irish red.
Almost a full beer. About 99% of it's in the glass. I haven't used this glass yet, but Dirty Glass Mafia, I don't know. 2 fingers of head. Really, really, really dark. It's a really dark red. Super good.
Shit.
Lots of carbonation, as one can see. Shit, says Beer Man. And yeah, nice fluffy looking, not fluffy, but maybe like sudsy 2 fingers of head. I am intrigued. I have not been steered wrong by Second Wind Brewing Company yet. Now the full beer is in the glass. Haven't been steered wrong by these guys. It says South Shore Irish Heritage Trail. Go look that up. And then it says stops along that trail, on the trail. Look it up with the QR code. And also an ancient order of Hibernians, South Shore. Look that up. Wow, it's pretty good information you can get. Pretty good. Right, Irish is the rose. Irish red ale by Second Wind Brewing Company. Stay tuned. Sounds delicious. We got a couple of panelists here this evening. We got to get to some reviews. Is Alex ready?
I forgot.
Review?
I didn't pour my beer yet.
Fuck
I didn't
this.
pour my beer yet.
Jordan,
Pull him back up. Thank you.
Jordan, what kind of beer are you drinking? Thank
Well,
Mr. Jordan. Man, that's weird.
that's a poor excuse.
Keep it up.
See what you did there.
You're
So
saying
we have double pillow, double New England from Common Roots out of Glens Falls and now Albany. And this
What's that?
has Citra and El Dorado. You won't find it. They only ship up here.
I want one of them. Well, I'm in the area up
this one.
there, then I'll carry it. That's what it is.
I'll just send it to you. This was canned April 7th, 2026. Proper glassware.
Papa Jordan. Yeah.
It's part of their pillow series. I haven't had. This is the first one I've had from that series.
Hello, Siri.
Pillow. God damn, it's leaking.
I hate that too, Jordan. I hate that too. It's all over the place. I hate it. Drives me insane.
Try pushing the tab in more. Sometimes it does that with the
Okay.
tabs. Like,
That's true.
yeah, I have that problem sometimes when the fucking tab doesn't go all the way. It starts to like or weird.
There we go.
Yeah.
Murky,
that's-
yellow.
That's the Alex board.
Smo
Yeah, baby.
Smo there. Damn.
Nice.
Cheers.
Let's do it.
All right. Cheers.
It's
Now
got a
we can
pillowy head.
Pillow.
It's very
Now we can
yes.
ask Alex, the beer master, if he is ready to review a beer.
I am ready to review this beer. Never had
Round 2. Fight.
that right.
Whoa. He's throwing up gang signs, people. No.
Now I am looking forward to trying this. According to Mr. Jordan, this beer
Catskill make some good stuff. And
it's going to be good stuff. So I'm looking forward to trying it. And that is looking good. The can looks pretty cool too. I'm like, green. What's it called? Wagon. Never heard of this beer before. Never heard of this brewery before. Which I'm
I
shocked.
haven't seen that.
Which ain't Jordan.
I haven't seen that. I love Catskill. They're one of my favorites.
I'm surprised you haven't. If it's one of your favorites, but that looks good. That looks delicious, juicy New England IPA look. That's fucking amazing and beautiful. Nice frothy head, creamy, looks delicious. Anyway, oh my lord, I can't wait to try this. One finger, just one finger, a nail of a head. It's not another finger. That looks good, man. Let's get into the smell. Yeah, very dank. There's a little, I don't know if there's any sweetness, but it's very dank. A little bit of like a grassiness, because I expect that. It says grass wagon. Very hoppy. I could say that for sure. Yeah, that's smelling good, man. I'm really hoping it's one of the best beers. But according to Mr. Jordan, it is, or one of the best beers. Well, not this beer, but the beers. So let's get into the taste, see what it tastes like, and cheers.
The beers.
Wow. Very hoppy. Get that citrus, sweetness, a little bit of grassiness back of the throat. Lots of it on the palate, too. Mouthfeel is very juicy. Wow. That is tasty. Not too drying. I'm very surprised at that. Not drying at all. And if there is, it's somewhat drying, but not really. It gives you, and once you go back for more, it's so delicious. And then there's like, as I'm swallowing, there's some slight bitterness in the back of the throat. Mm. Mm. That is like a crushable beer, but I forgot to say the ABV. The ABV is 4.9%. 4.9%. Mm. So yeah, that is tasty. That is really good.
We gonna give it 100, Alex. JV always wants to know.
I'm enjoying it.
We'll get to that next round, JV. Next
and
round.
as I'm talking, there's some bitterness more. There's some more bitterness, but then it drops a little bit. But I can still feel it and taste it.
And let's say hello to Tommy Carroll in the chat. He's drinking a HB Oktoberfest. Everybody, hop for him.
Yeah, that is delicious.
Ooh,
if you can get this, please do. I mean, I know Jordan can get their beer, but if he gets this, he'll let us know. So,
I don't really feel like it.
Keep it up, Mr. Tanner. You're a saint. Well, I love you. But yeah, try to get this. Let me know what you think of it. Appreciate it. And cheers. It's tasty.
Thanks, Alex. Right back at you.
Thanks.
All right. We're going to go to New Hampshire with the bumpy isms. Take it away, sir.
And the Pompadour. So as we mentioned, my palate is still wrecked. So
I get that fixed.
all I can do is kind of go off what I can pick out of it and say, based off of how beers have tasted since my palate's been wrecked and kind of where they land on that aspect of it. So I've had some, beers that I could say wow, these are probably really good. So anyways, cheers.
Cheers, mommy.
Cheers.
Cheerio.
I forgot. Yeah. So I had already kind of smelt it when I first opened it because that's the one thing that I didn't lose. I could still smell things. So the aromas on it were that kind of berry and like orange citrus type aroma. So it did smell pretty nice. All right. Cheers.
Cheerios.
Cheers.
Please be delicious. Please.
Condensate.
Yeah, so it's got a little bit of maltiness to it. It's not very sweet on the malt side, but it's got this little bit of a kind of a wheat and a bit of a kind of graininess to it. The graininess comes off as being okay. Sometimes the graininess of beer can be bad. It does also have quite a bit of kind of a grassy note to me. All that's kind of right up front. There is a citrus tone to this.
There are flies there and moths. You have fun outside, don't you, Bumpy?
He certainly does.
It's mosquitoes tonight.
Burn them alive.
Yes. They stink. They stink when you do.
Yeah, they do.
That? What?
Yeah, it seems to be like a kind of lighter body, moderately carbonated, drying finish, and I would say mostly on that kind of citrusy and grassy kind of level when it comes to hops. And the aromas, I was able to pick out the berry notes that they were talking about. But yeah, so once again, just to read over what they say, you should be getting out of it. They're talking about stone fruits, so probably peach type notes, which I could see there being a peach. Citrus zest, okay, that's that orange citrusy type, and then it says berries. So mostly in the aromas for me, but I can still kind of pick some of that out of the palate, which with such a diluted, weak palate like I have right now, I think that's pretty good that it's standing out with some of those notes still. So I'll try to figure out some type of a scoring system with this, but I think that if you have a strong palate, something I used to have, I think this would come off quite delightful. So cheers.
Cheers.
All right, let's go over to Oregon with Beer Man of the Buffalo Got Brews TV. What we got today, good sir?
All right. So what is this again? It's a beer brewed with water, malt, hops, and yeast with phantasm powder. It's a 6.4% hazy IPA from Anchorage Brewing Company. All right. So all these beers, they always taste the same. They always have the Nelson Saab in it. They love Nelson. It's got a bit of a kind of a wild bite to it, yeastiness, with kind of that white grape, white wine kind of expression. Yeah, it's definitely got a fruitiness, a melon, a breadiness, yeasty bread, real fresh, unbaked bread, ready to go in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, time to drink, everyone.
Yeah.
Cheers.
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 Soft mouthfeel. Very soft mouthfeel. A little bit of a zest. Body's medium.
Pay attention, Alex.
Oh, sorry.
There's a little bitter. It's kind of a bitter finish, but nothing over crazy. Flows well with the sweetness that's provided from the malts and everything else. The white grapey kind of comes through really nice. That Nelson's really pushing through with white grape and green honeydew melon. Is really coming out. Slight hints of like a white pine or some kind of like pine, like a light pine, or like a winter greenish, not winter green, more of like sappy pine, kind of like, yeah, oozing out of the tree. There's some other things. It's really nice. It's soft. It's got a soft feel to it all around. It's got a sweetness, a tartness, and it's also got a bitterness. So it's got all these little worlds as it's going through your mouth. And it's overall fairly good. I wish they would stop using so much fucking Nelson Sauvin all the time. But I'm not into Nelson Sauvin, so I don't like the hop. But I don't like the white grape and all that whiny shit. I just can't. It's not me. But I do like the melons though that come out of it. I do like that green melon. That is nice. That works. Even a little pear is kind of pushing through. Yeah, so pretty good for the most part. I'll have a number for you. I'll have a last thought. Cheers.
Well, Cheerios.
Cheers.
Did somebody say John Green Mellencamp? What the?
Yeah,
I just saw that guy, a couple of weeks ago. He was pretty good. Sure. Anyways, East Coast beer reviews. Back for where the hell did you go? Beer review.
Hello.
He's back, everybody. We enjoy it.
So, Ed is pretty much gone.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
I will say though, they're saying take on a Hefeweizen brewed with local grains and a German yeast strain, showcasing banana and clove notes. So I don't think they're adding anything else, but it's just interesting because there's absolutely no head to this. But it looks good. Kind of hazed up a little bit more. It kind of looks a little bit more like a I don't know, Hefeweizens, are those traditionally unfiltered? I would say so, right?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's go for the nose on this thing. I get a lot of it's definitely a sweeter Hefeweizen. It's got like a big juicy fruit bubblegum note, and the banana is definitely very prominent. I get a little bit of the clove, and I get a little bit of like a lemony, citrusy, floral component to it, but definitely a little bit more on the sweeter side. I can see where they're trying to like kind of appeal towards their clientele. Tilted Barns typically it's like big on IPA, sweeter, juicy New England. So I can see how the Hefeweizen might have a little bit of like a more sweetness. Or this Hefeweizen. Let's dive in and try it out. Cheers.
Cheers. Please be delicious. Please, juicy, creamy, whatever I normally say.
Ew. Oops. I didn't say it.
Now, I will say the body of it. It actually has a little bit more of a fuller mouthfeel than what I'm used to. Carbonation is a little bit lackluster. I will say the carbonation is kind of dull, but I do get a lot of like the cereal grain breadiness, but up front, it's very lemony banana. It's kind of missing that peppery kind of finish. I would say that the sweetness definitely it's kind of like a honey-like sweetness, along with that bubblegum. But it definitely covers up some of those flavors you would traditionally get with like the German yeast. But it's not bad. It's just definitely not what I'm used to as far as like the traditional Hefeweizen like you would get from I don't know, like Pollen or something. Definitely want a little bit more carbonation out of it. I would say there's a little bit of like, almost like a touch of like a cayenne there. A little bit different. So yeah, a little bit more on the fruity side, less your peppery, earthy finish. A little bit of an astringency, but overall, not too bad. I'm not crazy about the beer. But yeah, I could see where they're going with this. Kind of more of a summertime drink, a little bit more of a fruity vibe. But I could definitely do a little bit more carbonation. But I'll sip on it, and I'll have a number this time around. So cheers, guys.
Well, there is your East Coast LQ reviews for the evening. Back with the scores very shortly. Bumpy's going nuts over there. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's getting really. It's just stupid.
I've got like 9 of them.
Wow. We're going to go over to the beer man, I think. No, did we already get to the beer man?
Yeah.
Yes.
We did the beer man already. I'm already forgetting. We got so many people on the panel. Woo.
I know.
Don't forget the Jordan.
Let's not forget the Jordan. You got to know, right?
So dank. Grapefruit, pomegranate. This smells pretty good for being 5 months old. Very earthy. Pineapple. Cheers.
Cheers. New York City.
New York, baby.
Papaya. It's got a little tanginess, but it's not too sweet. It's very well balanced.
Oh. Da beers.
Da beer.
As Jeremy would say. Tastes like
Peach
grass.
cobbler.
On edition.
It's like grass. Not exactly. Not at all.
Oh, Jeremy.
Pine needles. Orange marmalade. Lemon lime. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. All right. Well, we'll be back with Jordan for a score of being da beer. And Alex's beer is way past PG-13. Jeremy's on top of it every Wednesday in the chat. It is great to hear from you. JV's Hangouts.
Yeah, baby. It is past 13.
All right, I got the new haircut. I'm ready to go. Yeah. I'm ready to go. Red is the rose. Ready to go. Red is the rose. The Second Wind Brewing Company of Plymouth, Massachusetts. Correct. Drink fresh, keep cold. Please recycle. South Shore Beer hashtag 5.4% ABV. What do they say again on their description on Untapped? Highly sessionable Irish red ale with hints of caramel and lightly toasted malt. Well, we'll see what she's like in our FLX Berries pint glass.
Yeah.
Like that glass.
Very dark red ale.
Oh, yeah.
Had a 2-finger head. Now it's about a pinky's worth around the top of the liquid. Pinky's out. The carbonation has died somewhat, but it's still pretty. I don't know if you can be able to see that. Yeah, still pretty lively for the most part. There you go. Let's get a nose on that. The head is still pretty nice, and I'm gonna say bone. I'm gonna say off white. Off white. Yeah, off white. I was gonna say bone white, no off white. Very malty, as one would expect. There is the caramel notes. There is the lightly toasted malt, and it's almost like, no, it's definitely a brown bread. Maybe a pumpernickel, somewhere between pumpernickel and brown bread. Maybe more on the brown bread side. It's got some honey-like sweetness to it as well.
Oh yeah.
Maybe some dried citrusy notes too in there. I was going to say something now. My train of thought it's kind of gone. Of what my thought was on this beer. What else?
Pumper brown.
That sounds weird.
Whoa.
Nicely.
What else was I going to say? That probably works. Maybe there's a slight herbalness, but not much of that in there. If I think of this note that I'm trying to describe, I will come back and let you guys know about that. I'm almost thinking like a black tea for whatever reason. But there's more going on than that. Maybe a slight faint note of that in the background. Once I think of that note, I'll come back to you guys. But let's drink it and try it. I have not before, so this is my first time. Red is the Rose, Irish Red Ale, second win.
Please be delicious.
I guarantee that is. All right, let me put everybody back in order. All right. Ooh, very interesting. Sort of finishing notes. Let's try this one more time. Wow, that's interesting. So it's a lot dry. I mean, it's sweet up front, but it's a lot drier on the finish than one would expect there. There's a ton of malty sweetness, or there's a ton of malty complexion of the beer. There's a lot of that bumper brown bread, as Bumpy said. Pumpernickel brown bready, toasty kind of notes. Honey's in there. There's a little bit of dried citrusy notes in the beer too. I do feel like I'm getting some light herbal notes of like a black tea, honestly, in there as well, like an unsweetened iced tea kind of note in the background. Very caramel, very toasty, bready notes in there. There's a ton of malty, bready sweetness and complexion in the beer. I would be curious to see what would happen if they distilled this and made this into an Irish style beer with a copper pot still. That would be kind of interesting.
On cask, that would be delicious.
Mm-hmm. I'm just having a hard time describing it because this feels very complex for the brown ale style. This is freaking delicious. The body of the beer is going towards the medium full side of things, but I would say it's more in the straight up medium side. But this is not, and I repeat, this is not a thin, watery red ale whatsoever. This has body and depth and texture, which is nice. There's a creamy element to the beer, Alex. There's a nice spritzy, what's the word I'm looking for? Not effervescence, a crispness to the beer. That's the word I'm looking for. It's clean for the most part. It's it's clean, refreshing, clean, crisp.
That's nice.
And ultra refreshing, yeah. There's a little bit of like a stainless steel, if that makes any sense, or minerality at the very, very end. But it's so clean that you don't really get that for very long. That this could be how the water tastes, maybe. It could be the pH. Maybe it's not the tank. Maybe it's the water balance. My girlfriend lives in Plymouth. I don't seem to think of Plymouth as having terrible tasting water, honestly. So yeah, I will sit and sip and think about what to rate this beer. There's a little bit of lacing that's going on in the beer. I know I didn't name a lot of tasting notes to the particular beers within the flavor of the beer, those tasting notes, but it feels full. It feels robust. It feels kind of complex all at the same time. So let me sip and think all at the same time. When I come back, I'll give you a score and rating. But as I said before I started drinking the beer, Second Wind Brewing Company has done me no wrong by any time we drink.
Nice.
I've had the beers. So when we're here, whether before or whether we bookend it before or after our trip in September to Portland, Maine, whoever else stays around in the Massachusetts area, I think we're going to go down to the Plymouth, Massachusetts town.
Bars are from there.
Their breweries, which would include this awesome one from Second Wind. So, cheers. Stay tuned for my final thoughts and grade.
By the way, Mr. Eric, how far is that from you? Well,
less than an hour. Within an hour.
Good. And
Not
we'll get
far
some,
away at all. And it's easy to get to.
we can get some food on the way too, probably. Oh,
Yes, sir. Round 3. Alex, you got the Catskills beer to give us a score, final thoughts on.
Well, I'm gonna put another one in because it's tasty, it's delicious. But
Well, what you think, sir?
sorry, but I gotta pour another one.
Tanner's interested. He's from
Oh,
the
yeah.
south.
So yeah, this is really delicious. Is it? It's very flavorful. I can say that for sure. very flavorful.
This
It's not as creamy. It's not creamy at all. It's just it's juicy. So that's good. Or at least a little bit of light mouthfeel. It's like a light mouthfeel. Let's get into it. You know, like a medium to moderate mouthfeel. And then there's some juiciness too there, or at least some just soft, like not soft, but it's just it's hard to explain. It's crushable, even though it's not. It's a 4.9%. I mean, I think that's a strong beer to me. And as Mr. Tanner has said, or Jordan says, let's pull that back so when I pour more, I'll be okay. But I didn't have a problem this time. But yeah, this is really tasty. Very crushable. The mouthfeel is like a juicy or a soft, like not soft, but it's like a crushable mouthfeel. That's what I'm saying, but it's really good. Like very spritzy, very spritzy on the mouthfeel in the sense of a lot of obviously of this stuff here, but it's still crushable. That is tasty, very delicious. It's a good beer to drink.
Rating out of 100.
The rating. Sorry about that. I was trying to do.
No, that's okay. You're wrapping up.
Don't need to be sorry. Don't ever be sorry.
You know what? That's a good one.
I'm gonna give this a 95. I like it. I like it. I know it's not 100. I gave beer 100. I mean, it's tasty. I'm enjoying it. And if you can get this, please do. I mean, Mr. Jordan can get their beers, but if you can get,
I used to be able to. I haven't seen them in a while, but we'll look for that.
Awesome. Well, either way, it's good beer, so it's tasty. I'm really enjoying it. It's very, very crushable, like I said, even though it's 4.9%. Yeah. Cheers.
Nice. Cheers.
Thanks, Alex. Cheers.
Yeah.
Ready to
Welcome, Mr. Tanner.
Hey, I remember those. They're cool, dude.
drink you up.
Hell yeah.
The hell is he doing?
Now you see it, now you don't.
Now you gotta do that trick again, dude.
I used to flip over in middle school all the time.
Tony Hawk did it.
Pompadour, Shilling Beer Company.
Buffalo, yeah. I would say if my palate was correct, I would probably score this one somewhere between a 4.2 and a 4.3.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so go out, try it. Try it today. Cheers.
Well, good review under crazy ass, too long of a series of these symptoms you're experiencing. Get that checked out, Bumpy. We
Get that.
we love you, Bumpy.
My uncle had COVID back in when it first started. His palate has been wrecked ever since. Never come back.
Anyways, I think we got to go to Beer Man and then Tanner.
Whose palate never came back? Who?
My uncle.
His uncle.
My uncle cannot drink coffee anymore. He thinks it tastes like poo-poo.
Oh wow.
Well, let's see what Beer Man's got to say for final thoughts and grades.
This beer is great. I'll give it
good final thoughts. Great.
I will say that as it warmed up, I got a fruit punch, which is kind of cool. Everything I had already said about it, so it doesn't matter. But that fruit punch was nice. I liked everything: mouthfeel, body, finish. Maybe a little. I did like the bitterness. Actually, the sweetness kind of followed, so that was good. That was a good balance for the style. I don't really like the hop. I wish they'd move away from the Nelson so much. They religiously use it. They religiously use it. Like fucking get away from that. And
Right, there's tons of hops out there.
So use something else. I would give this a 4.2-ish, like 4.2, 4.3 out of 5. Kind of give it that little range. But yeah.
Frig, yeah.
Good beer. And worth the money. Not worth the money. Fucking $7 a can for a 6.5. That's all right. So yeah. Maybe about $6 for the can would be better. Cheers.
Cheers, my man.
Thanks, Spearman. Okay, now we can go to Rhode Island and check in with the East Coast.
Yeah.
On some grades.
Oh, it's been a while since I've been doing beer reviews.
I still
I
do water.
forgot a bunch of shit. It's 5.2% ABV. Fucking Jesus. Are we being for real? Fucking
Come on, baby.
focus.
Come on, baby.
That's terrible.
Oh my God.
Not right.
God. Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. 5.2%.
Yay.
With a canned on date. This is actually pretty fresh. Upside down. 7/15.
Oh wow.
Yeah, pretty
Less
fresh.
than a month old. I will say, I tried to look on Untapped, but for some reason, Untapped has like 1,000 fucking ads. It's like pulling up a porn website. It's fucking, it just like totally lags the shit out of my fucking computer. But the beers on Untapped had like a frothy kind of lacing.
Mhm.
You can tell some of them had a head. So I don't know if maybe they have a slight canning issue with this product. I'm guessing they did because there's literally it's super flat. The flavor's still really good though. Like I said, it's got this really big like juicy fruit bubble gum. I was almost getting a little bit of pineapple, a little bit of the earthy kind of peppery clove aspect, but definitely very lackluster compared to other Hefeweizens. And yeah, the carbonation just was not there. But overall, I still would give the beer like an 82. I bought a 4-pack for $16 plus tax. I think it was like $17, which, to be fair, that's pretty freaking expensive for a fucking Hefeweizen. But yeah, not bad. I will say I do think there is a slight canning issue with this beer, and
Production, yeah.
probably have to. I'll probably crack open another one tonight to see if we get the same results. But yeah, overall, I think the beer is still pretty tasty. I could see myself drinking this in the summertime. It is a nice summertime beer. It's nice and fruity. Definitely has like a little bit of a slight astringency, but the sweetness kind of rounds that out. And yeah, it's just kind of missing that like crispness because of the carbonation.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah.
carbonation.
Overall, like I said, 82 out of 100. Not bad. Which is cool, though. I did put out a review on one of Tilted Barnes beers, like one of their beers, and they commented on my YouTube channel back in January.
Oh shit.
So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do maybe I'll try to do like another retake on my channel. But yeah, I don't know, man. These breweries sometimes they have a little bit of a canning issue. Tilted Barn in general typically is pretty damn good.
I would agree. Yeah,
That's why it's kind of a little.
I've had canning issues on my end, so
Yeah, I'm sure it happens to the best of
It
us.
happens all the time.
Yeah. So 82 out of 100. Cheers, guys. The fuck
Cheers.
is-
All right, let's go to the
Cheers.
let's go to the source of a local brewery to Albany, New York's canning problems. It is Jordan. No, I'm joking.
I don't work common roots. I can't speak for them, but Druthers always something happens.
Anyways,
You're a trip, Eric.
thank you.
This is like bubblegum. If I had to equate it to a weed strain, I'd say this is giving off like bubblegum kush, strawberry diesel.
That's a lot of things.
So it's getting some extra points for that. This gets
Strawberry diesel.
92.
That's a weed strain, huh?
It's a good strain. It's a great strain.
Yeah, Alex,
Getting
I
a
think you-
92 out of it.
September. Oops.
92. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Schnauzers.
There's some floaties. See, it's so murky.
Great. Awesome. Well, thank you, Jordan. Prost. All right.
Pro-
Got a little bit of carbonation in this beer.
I think it's the angle tongue, Carol.
Oh, for sure. Time for Thomas Metal to try to wrap up his thoughts here on the Second Wind Brewing Company's Red is the Rose Irish Red Ale. Why wouldn't this have come out in March instead of May is beyond me. Because, St. Patrick's Day. But I digress. So I was asked, and I did put it in the chat, but I'll come back to that question anyways before we go back to the chat and see what we've missed here. But Tommy Carroll in the chat, thank you for commenting, sir, and being with us once again, asked how this particular red ale would compare the Red is the Rose Irish Red Ale from Second Wind. How does it compare with that of a Killian's Irish Red? And I find that the Killian's Irish Red is way lighter in body. It's more watery. It has more adjunct upfront sweeter flavors. They definitely use a traditional recipe. I don't want to say they threw it down the toilet after it became owned by Coors or whatever it was, from being an actual traditional Irish red ale in Ireland. But yeah, there's more of that syrupy, high fructose flavor, or the dextrose, whatever they want to call it, the brewer's syrup flavor to that particular beer. Not as much. There's a little bit of toasty notes, but that's about it, the extent I remember of the flavors to the beer. But not to say that toasty and light notes are necessarily bad. But comparatively, this Red is the Rose from Irish Red Ale from Second Wind Brewery of Plymouth, Massachusetts, has a macro ton shit more malty flavors. It is super bursting with malts. It has got a nice full, and I do mean that. It's got a nice full body on that medium towards the fuller side, but medium. It's just got that really nice caramel and maybe some coffee too, and some of those toasty malts, that brown bread, that toasty brown bread with some honey, and maybe a little bit of dried fruits in there, some dried citrus, and I'm getting a little bit of that essence of black tea, that like iced tea without the sweetness to it, like that cold black tea. So I really like this beer. I think they did a great job with it. If you're looking for more of a lighter, even at 5.4, but the body would suggest a higher feeling ABV. If you're looking for a lighter beer, this may not drink necessarily that way, but I think it's got a really nice complexion. It's super complex. 93 I'm thinking here. I think if it were a little bit lighter and maybe even toastier, maybe your mileage may vary, but maybe that would give it a higher score for we're more traditional in that sense. But as it stands, super complex, super rich, super interesting Irish red ale. Red is the Rose, Second Wind Brewing Company. They have not steered me wrong. If you're around in September, we definitely are going to Second Wind.
So I have a quick question for you, right? So this might be an unpopular opinion, but I personally, I think I like red ales way more on draft, like at a brewery.
Me too.
Compared to at a
Fresh
brewery.
off the bright, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a style. I totally would buy. What the hell is Alex doing?
He got it.
Hey, Alex, there's a show going on over here. Unreal.
I thought you were talking to your bed.
No, I'm talking to Steven, the other Steven. He's
What's brewing? What's up, Steven? All right, but yeah, continue that with your thought there, Tanner. That's a good thought.
Oh no, I was just saying. Yeah, I typically like red ales. I'm not too quick to buy a 4-pack of a red ale in store, but when I see a red ale on draft at a brewery, I'm like, all right, I want that, because I don't know. I feel like the style fits very well for draft. But I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like I had a Hefeweizen on draft, or a Weiss beer, which is kind of along the same lines, a little bit different. But I will say I probably prefer those on draft compared to canned version.
It's a mouthfeel texture kind of thing of the beer that really plays with it nicer on tap.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with a red ale, because you really want that crisp kind of finish. Especially if you go to an Irish pub or some shit. Red ale at an Irish pub is fucking phenomenal.
100%. I can't agree less or disagree I can't disagree with that. I can't agree less with that statement. Yeah, I always like red ales, amber ales. I will typically
All amber.
interested in wanting to try them, especially with the lower ABV, with more of a toastier. And even at Second Wind, I saw and I tried, and I had a pint of a first beer I had was a Mexican dark lager. They didn't call it a Vienna lager, but it was like that Mexican, which I ended up trying their Mexican lager itself, the more pale version. But they ended up having more of a darker malt-oriented version just of that Mexican lager, and that was really, really, really nice. Good. Again, good stuff. I can't talk highly enough about Second Wind. I definitely think if it's not the top 5, by far, it's definitely in the top 10 of best breweries in Massachusetts, period. They just do good stuff. And it's nice to see beer keeping the beer industry and craft beer itself doing well and making some good.
Exactly. And Mr. Eric, do they have IPAs there as well? Because if we
Absolutely, they do. Oh, they are great. We're there.
I'm gonna try that.
And then down the road, literally, you go down the hill, and there's Vitamin C Brewing Company.
Good. Is it a drivable thing, or is that a drivable thing, or is that a walkable thing? Because that'd be so cool.
Oh no, you walk down the embankment of the road. It's a steep road, but you go to Howland Street.
Right.
I don't know if I can find maybe I can find a photo really quickly. Then we're gonna get into.
I'm sorry, I was just asking.
No, we're having some good fun here. Second.
Yeah.
See if I can find a photo of this. Present, because it's kind of cool. There's 2 locations, but I want to show you their main area where they do a lot of the brewing and stuff. So there's, I don't know if you can see this here. There's the brewery right there. This is it's basically a garage.
That's pretty badass. That's pretty cool.
I don't know if there's a photo to it. We can show you the outside of the garage. They have some seating area there. And then I don't know if there's a photo I can find. So here it is itself. That's a good photo from Instagram. Then you can go inside, and that's where they have the tap room area and their bar. Inside over that way. And this is them on their Main Street location, but the other one was that main section that down the street, literally down the street it's on Howland Street, is Vitamin C. So pretty good.
You've been to a garage thing with me a couple years ago. You, the Legend Tanner, and Legend BJ, we all went to a garage thing. It was kind of like it was the Ford Freeze Brewing, whatever. Ford Freeze Brewing or Freeze Brewing, something like that with the trees on it. I can't remember, but I'll have to try it.
That sounds familiar. Yeah. That's right.
It's where Stephanie used to work, Core
3. You're talking about Core 3.
Core 3. Yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
yes.
That's a little bit of a bigger setup there, but yeah, similar idea, I suppose. Yeah.
I'm more like a gas station, the one that we went to, Core 3 Brewing.
Yeah, actually, kind of did look like that, like a service station.
Kind of had a gas station deal, anyway.
Yeah. Well, cool. I just wanted to. We were talking a little bit about that. That's a cool spot.
But that's the place I could walk down the street with after we're done getting buzzed in the next house.
Yeah. You go to Vitamin C after that. It's cool. So, anyways, let's wrap this up with our round 4, shall we? The YouTube round, where everybody here, Bumpyisms, Alex the Beer Master. We got Bubble Gut Brews TV. We got East Coast LQ reviews. Got Keep It Funky Beer and Dank reviews, and we got Thomas Metal 75. Everybody here has their own YouTube channel. We would implore you to search for everybody and click the subscribe button. And then after you do that, hit that notification bell, because when you hit the notification bell, let me say, you're going to be notified of any updates to our channels, including if we do anything like this and we go live on our channels. So without further ado, let's go back to the full panel, start up again for round 4 with Alex the Beer Master, and he'll tell you about his channel, what he does, what's coming up, if anything, and he'll shout out what channels and content he's been watching on YouTube recently. So have at it, sir.
Well, obviously Monday we'll be doing a barrel-aged stout. Barrel-aged stout on Monday. Maybe about sometime in the future, I might start that as a series. Now that there's a show feature or series feature, I might start doing that. Not sure yet, but actually in September I might start because that'll be from winter, from September to what's it called? So what's the end of it now? September to January, until February, and then because once February's over, then we'll go back to normal or whatever. But I don't know when. I think I'm doing that in September. I think I'm gonna start doing a series called "Come Have Stouts with Alex" on Monday. I'm gonna start doing a series since I have a series feature. We all do it. That's monetized. So whoever's monetized, please bury it, Beer Man. If you want to bury that, you can please do that. So you could do a series or a season. It's weird. I've never tried it, but I've seen it. And I saw the feature, so I'm gonna try. We'll see what happens. If not, we'll just continue doing the Alex Friends on Mondays. But that is gonna probably be a series if I decide to do that. But beyond that, that's just Alex Friends right now. So it's not fresh. It's an idea. And then Tuesday could be beer reviews whenever I decide to do a beer review, but I don't do that because I do beer reviews on Mondays. And then Wednesday will be an Eric show, so I'll let him explain that. And then Thursday is, just Alex Friends around 10 o'clock, 10:30 if I decide to do that. And then Friday is Come Out Beer with Alex, and that's around 8 o'clock. And then, as you know, I do walking streams occasionally. I haven't done that in a while, but maybe I'll get back to doing that. I need to start getting back to doing that because of the changes of the freaking beer thing. The channels are happening right now. The YouTube partner crap and all that stuff, that's changing a little bit. I'm still gonna have fun. I just want to make sure we're up to date. All of us. So that's what's going on with that. So I gotta make sure I keep going well with that. All of us need to do that and have fun. Just do it. Just have fun, like you told me. While we're making the stuff for YouTube partners or whatever partner program, whatever. Then that's it for me on that part. So, and then obviously walking streams, whatever, and then maybe members only stuff sometime in the future. I don't know when. I put a members only thing the other day. There's a reason why I did that. It's because I got confused and I thought something went not good, so I just left that video on members only. So beyond that, what I'm watching. See here. Let's do one little thing here because I don't think 50 years. Hold on.
Too late.
It's too late. That's funny. That's funny. All right, let's see here. I haven't watched anything.
Baby.
I haven't watched anything lately. I mean, I put stuff out. I subscribe to some people, but I haven't watched them yet. So basically, check this channel out real quick. I have new ones.
Anyway, don't read it.
I haven't watched them yet. This is stuff I've been watching, but I haven't watched them. So yeah. So check that out. And that's it for me. Check out all of our peeps have a YouTube channel and please enjoy. Thank you.
Thanks, Alex. Appreciation to you. All right, Bumpyisms. What you got for us? Shouting out and information on your channel.
Yeah, so as you guys know, I've been struggling with my palate. Trying to figure out exactly kind of what it was because everything seemed to happen all at the same time. I was started up on some new blood pressure medicine at the same time that I got sick, and ended up losing my ability to really taste things and started picking up on extra metallic type flavors and stuff more than I used to. So I figured, I looked into it and figured it might be due to the medicine, but it could also have been due to the sickness because I did lose my ability to smell and taste before when I had COVID for the first time. So I don't know, certain things that I'm trying different things and my palate's still not coming back. So my beer reviews are kind of been skewed. Like every now and then you might see something come out. I can still taste certain flavors. It just seems like anything that's hoppy doesn't really come through all that much. The mostly kind of bland. So IPAs, pale ales, stuff are not the best for my palate. It seems to be darker beers. I can pick up more. So yeah, we'll see. They're still doing the frozen pizza reviews. I can still taste everything that has to do with food. Luckily, so yeah, the frozen pizza reviews coming out every Tuesday. Still trying to get some more dark stuff going in, especially since I just haven't been able to really put out the beer reviews like I was. I try, still purchase stuff, and I think that if something's on the positive, on the up and up, and then it just sometimes doesn't work.
Yeah.
Other than that, though, channels to check out Poppy Eats.
I like him. He's cool.
Let's say Poppy.
Fun food reviews and stuff. So, yeah, that's all I got to give. Cheers.
Cheers, dude.
Well, thank you, good sir. Bubblegut Brews TV is coming out to Portland, Maine area in Massachusetts in September. Bubblegut, what's going on? Tell us about your channel, what's coming up, and shout outs.
Yeah, dude. Well, to start, I got some things. I mean, I have the grisette and this NEPA is actually forming well. I had some issues and I had to wait for like 7 days at 38 to 40 degrees. Where I added the Kvike Voss yeast, and it didn't take to the Kvike Voss. It actually took to the London Ale 3 during the 38-degree process.
Oh, shit.
So it actually fermented at 30 very slowly. And then I got little remnants of Voss in there. But the rest of the Voss just dropped to the bottom, and all I've been doing is sucking out Voss yeast, which is very farmhousey, orange, kind of weird. And it was making I didn't like it. It was making my NEPA taste like a wild, and I didn't like that at all. So for what I don't want a NEPA tasting wild unless it's supposed to be a wild NEPA.
There you go. The sites, dude. Yeah, Mr. Beerman.
That's kind of interesting.
That would be.
I just added about 15 ounces today as my second terminal gravity hop. I got a short on that, and then I'm adding like 6 ounces, a little over a quarter of a pound on the third drop, and that'll hold for 3 days. And it's actually tasting good. So I was like, wow, what my point is it's tasting good. It's tasting like there's a little orange from the Voss. The Voss puts out a little orange flavor, but it's nice. There you go. That's that brewing. But the trip, yes, looking forward to that. Some changes, but it's working out. So good stuff. After my trip, I have a few beers in mind. I can feel my skeleton, black IPA. And then because I was feeling my skull and I could feel everything, I was like, man, I'm old. I can feel everything. And then there's one called today that just came up called the Finagler, and it's a white stout. Surrender White. My dog was the Finagler, so he's going to be on that label. And then a bee came at me full force with my window open, and it was like 3DB, so I'm going to call it 3DB.
Nice.
Wow, that's cool.
Here, man. Yeah.
I think a honey kolsch or a honey ale, perhaps a honey blonde.
Yeah, honey beer.
So both in the brew process and also in the secondary, so we get some honey taste. But
I love my honey beers.
other than that, other people to shout out would be who I'm looking at lately is this crazy guy. He's so dry, fucking humorous. Gam Dude Brewing, very dry, humorous brewer. Has a cool system, 3-tier system. does what I do. So, and then I've been going back to Flora Brewing, man. I know she's not doing her thing, but I've just been kind of looking back, not because I'm married. It's not because I like a woman brewer, she is pretty trippy hot, but I mean, but I just like watching her stuff. It's kind of cool. She seems to know a majority of what she's talking about.
Yeah.
So, not everyone knows everything. So, there you go. But yeah, so there you go. Cheers, man. I love this.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, the beer man of
I
Bubblegum.
have
thanks,
any changes here, man, but we'll.
All right, what you got? East Coast LQ review.
All right. My channel, I haven't really been putting out much content, to be honest with you. I've been working a lot. I've also been doing Grubhub and shit. So,
Nice.
doing that, trying to pay off some credit cards and stuff. But, yeah, just look out for more beer reviews, liquor reviews on my channel. Maybe a live stream from time to time. I still have the ingredients for the other Punch IPA clone. I should probably do that. Yeah, gotta take the time to do it, brew. But yeah, so brew on my channel, liquor reviews, beer reviews, shout outs for other people. I really want everybody, if you haven't already, to check out the lounge. Two older guys. I think they're like pretty much retired, but they're pretty cool. They each one of their episodes, they'll do a couple different bourbons and they'll pair those bourbons with the same. Usually they have the same cigar. Sometimes they have different ones. But yeah, so they're pretty cool. They pretty much review cigars and bourbons. Check them out. They only have 56 subscribers. They've been making content for about 4 months now, and they just put out a video 2 days ago. So check them out. They're cool. I like watching them. They're entertaining. And yeah, if you're into whiskey and cigars, it's a good channel to watch. And also, another great channel that I really like. These guys are a little bit more popular, but they just did a Blanton's drink through, which is pretty dope.
Hey, whoa! It's
Curiosity Public. And one of the Blantons that they review is from like the 90s. It's like a Blanton's Black. It's like
wow.
Exclusive.
Interesting.
So yeah, they get some pretty cool bottles, and they're entertaining to watch. So check them out. Cheers.
Right, cheers.
And this beer and that last beer definitely had a fucking carbonation issue because look at this.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Nice.
Definitely different. So this one for sure had some more carbonation to it, but you can
Would you give it the same style of rating regardless?
I would still give it around like an 82, maybe like an 83. But yeah, it's to be honest with you, for the price, $17 for a 4-pack Hefeweizen, I would just buy a Paulaner or a Hefeweizen.
Okay.
It's one of those styles where I do appreciate that craft breweries are kind of trying to put some different products out there. But I mean, you can get a 6-pack of these 12-ounce bottles for what, like $10, less than $10. Paulaner's 4-packs are like $9 sometimes. So I mean, as far as price, like you can't go wrong with the just traditional Hefeweizen from an actual German brewery. So.
Yeah. Originators.
Cheers, guys.
Well, very good. Thanks, Tanner. Let's go over to Jordan. You keep it funky.
Just got some new flower recently, so expect some more weed reviews. I'm gonna review LA Gushers with a Z. Classic Gary Payton. It smells like someone farted. It's funky. Let's see. Oh, I got to review Lucky Charms flower also. Going to see Styles P of the Locks on Friday, so expect quite a bit of footage from that show. I'll try to go live from there on Friday. Let's see here. Tons of beer reviews. I just gotta go to Bottle Shop. My fridge is looking a little light. Let's see here. People I've been watching. Peter Santinello. He recently came out with a book. His recent series. He's in Maine. He went to like 4 different places in Maine. Highly recommend that. It's really interesting. Well, the Brewery Lovers. Good channel. Cheers.
Cheerios.
Well, thanks, Jordan. Keep it funky. I just saw. So I guess we'll get some shout outs and things that I've been watching out of the way here. I just saw our buddy. He's the Beverage Ramble. He's Sean H. Pierre. Check him out at JHP Vids on YouTube, like 1.42 thousand subscribers at 1.7K videos. He recently put out a video about that, a short video that was called "When Things Get Bad." ... Reach out to a friend, call the crisis hotline, hashtag 988. He had a friend that he heard about recently that was going through some tough times, and they have gone down the not so great path of what he or she wanted to do about a bad situation in their life. So that was kind of cool to hear Jean-Pierre talking about that stuff. And he's been doing the beer reviews and doing that pretty hardcore still as well. Maybe not as much as it used to be, but it's still going, and that's cool to hear from John talking about that subject. And if you have any doubts about what's going on in your life, you don't feel so hot mentally, definitely reach out, even minimally, to friends and family that know you, that certainly do care about you and want the best for you. So there's a good message from Jean-Pierre, the Beverage Ramble. Hell friggin' yeah. Nice going, Jean.
Mental health is very important. Very important.
Oh yeah. Without friends and family, we got nothing, people.
Yeah,
These are all my friends right here. I've met every single one of them in person. Don't forget that, including Jordan last September for the first time. Hell yeah.
Sir.
Let's go check out a beer a day with TK, shall we? TK's got 4.35 thousand subscribers with 905 videos. He started the channel on his birthday, of all things, in 2020. So that's pretty cool. So go check him out and support a beer a day with TK and JP Vids there, right there, or Jeremy Vincent, John H. Pierre, the Beverage Ramble, JHP Vids. So cool stuff. My channel, if you've been here for the whole time of watching this video, then you know where you're at. You're here at the Thomas Metal 75 channel of YouTube. I call our little shows that we do here the Massachusetts Reviews. I do Massachusetts beer reviews, Massachusetts whiskey reviews, Massachusetts tequila reviews, which could include any agave spirits. I've done 2 rums. I say it every week, but maybe I should do some more. Rum is kind of fun.
I love rum.
And this is the bread and butter for the most part. It's the Wild Card Wednesday, 7:30 every week. PM. Alex, the beer master, chomping away on his food, is the co-host. And when I have a scheduling confliction for whatever reasoning, personally, work-related, or otherwise, musically, I implore the services of Alex to help out, have the stream on my channel, and he restreams it on his. So thank you, sir.
Good time, bub.
I also drum in a band called Oxblood Forge that hopefully, no idea, but hopefully in 2027, we're recording right now. There's Bumpy's beard. Hopefully now in 2026, there's some merch. Hopefully now in 2026, we're going to finish up with our recording processes. And hopefully at some point in 2027, we'll be able to get a new 7-song or 8-song release out to the public. If you like doomy stoner metal like Black Sabbath and you like thrash metal, with a sensibility of 80s metal like an Iron Maiden, you will love Oxblood Forge. So check it out. We're on every streaming platform, and we're on Bandcamp. If you haven't noticed, the stream or our Nightbot here does spam to go to our Bandcamp for Oxblood Forge to go and check out the page. You can get merchandising of any kind. You can download music. You can donate as much money as you want to the downloaded music. We got vinyl, 10-inch vinyl. We got cassettes. Works real good.
CD. I want that CD.
We'll see you in 2027 with a brand new spanking release of material. I really hope so.
Go.
So, Northwest Small Batch Brewing started coming into the chat. Cheers to Northwest Small Batch Brewing in
Cheers.
Oregon State. He was talking about the Quebec yeast there with Bubble Gut Brews. Cheers to that conversation. Cheers to Tommy Carroll. East Coast Liquor Reviews. Your Coors sign appears to be a little off level.
Of course.
Well, there you go. I don't know if there's a Coors sign over there. Coors? Coors sign seems to be off level, says Tommy Carroll.
No, I think it's just the ankle.
Oh, maybe. Comment again if you disagree. And then we have the Bill Hounds in the show. What's up, insanely studly dudes? We also have had, obviously, our number one viewer of the program every week. We got JV's Hangouts. Saint Tanner, he says. Whoa.
Is that right?
And we've had early on, we have new rebranded of Angie's channel, Velvet Honeysuckle. Cheers. She's pretty much on live almost every night, seemingly. Go check her out. She's great. Well, gotta say, Alex Beermaster's hungry as shit. Bumpyism's about to go to bed. Beerman's fucked up a Quebec yeast beer, but he's still in good spirits. East Coast Liquor Reviews is making more money so he can drink more beer. And we got Jordan over here, like, how the fuck's it going? And Thomas Metal 75 for your Massachusetts reviews. My glass is empty, but I'm going to say until next time, keep tasting those great beers, wines, or spirits. Beers. We'll see you soon. Not before Alex the Beardmaster, Jazzercise are out of here. Let's go.
This is Alex Beermaster. We will see you all on the next live stream, next video. Alex Beermaster signing out. Cheers. Bye. See you guys next. Okay. Toodaloo. Bye. Toodaloo. Bye.